All right, we back. Welcome to episode 6 or 7 of What If Deku was Cinderblock? Question mark. But yeah, no. Last time we left off, All for One dead. The groups were made, and to be all honest with you, Izuku ends up going to Night Eye's agency. Why? Because I have no other way to make him meet Eri. And I really want to see the, Cinderblock versus fucking Overhaul, because that would be neat. But, yeah, no, he would end up going to Night Eye's agency. Because Night Eye will want to talk to him about getting to know, the other person that knows because of, a mistake. Caused by fucking All Might. But, yeah. As Izuku enters the building, he is with Katsuki. And both of them, they still don't fuck with each other. And it's apparent. Mirio took them there. They don't like each other. It's real fucking apparent. But, yeah, no. As Deku meets Night Eye, he's still on that stone face shit, but, Night Eye cannot read him. He's not gonna be able to, even if he fucking tried. He just wouldn't be able. Just, nah. Have fun with that shit. But, yeah, no. When Night Eye does that, test, Izuku just starts walking towards him. And he's not doing anything else. He's just walking. Not even gonna take it from him. And, Night Eye realizes, after he used his quirk on himself, he's not even going for him. What the fuck is he doing? So, what he's doing is, Izuku walks past him. And small Izuku bursts out of his back. Because Night Eye, granted, he was, about to use his quirk, but Izuku was on that shit. and he, damn near ripped his arm off. Taking the pen. And then just kind of, signs his name. Tosses it back to Night Eye. And, climbs back into his bigger body. And he's like, alright, I got mine. Katsuki, get yours. And what Izuku immediately is doing is just he's not inconveniencing him. He's just if you're gonna do me like this, I'm gonna do him like this. Because fuck him. That is, the energy that he's given off openly. Because fuck Katsuki. But, yeah, no, Izuku do not like him at all. He talks too much shit and is way too cocky for having such a weak-ass power. But, yeah, no. Izuku knows, basically. Yeah, no, he's gonna break so much shit in this room. But, in all reality, Katsuki is trying. Katsuki's not as, tactical as Izuku is, so he's also using his explosions in the building, which causes damage to the All Might figurines. So, immediately loss of brownie points. So, Yeah, no. No, it's, he gets it. I just not like him at all, though. And it's fucking blatant. Hating, like, he respects Izuku, but, like, when Night Eye and Izuku actually do have time alone, and it's like, why are like, Izuku just immediately, like, without any fucking, like, hesitation, why are the holders of One For All so fucking dumb? Like, he just says this. Yes, and he's like, well, what do you mean? And it's like, I'm calling All Might stupid for giving that to him, and he's fucking too dumb. He is incompetent when it comes to common sense. He has none. Like, is this... I'ma still be number one because I could toss him like a salad, but this is just sad. I mean, look at him. And like, let's say they're on like an observatory platform, where Mirio and fucking Bakugo are training. It's like, fucking look at him. Like, explain to me how the fuck he is going to survive. I could have swatted him like 150 times right now. He's been going at it for 5 minutes. This is sad. Look at like, Izuku's like being extremely like 100% logic fueled. Night Eye immediately likes him. Like, there's no competition because he's logical enough. He's not intelligent, but he has common sense, which All Might and clearly that Katsuki child lack. But when it comes down to Izuku specifically, Night Eye and him are decent. They're not like best friends, but like they'll go out and drink. Even though Izuku can't. And physically, like, it's like, why the fuck should I drink? I don't even need to. It's a waste of money. Like, all I need is money for my rent. And that's it. And, like, maybe my electric bill. Because I don't need to change the water in the pool. Because it's literally, like, at boiling hot temperatures. All the fucking time. And I'm specifically talking about, like, the jacuzzi pool that Izuku has in his basement that he kind of low-key, like, blanks out in. So, he has that shit at, like, boiling temperatures all the time. So, like, when it comes down to Izuku specifically, it's, more of a, this is just gonna be a thing. Like, the only reason he wanted to be a hero is to help people. People would have seen him as like, he would have been a good construction worker, which would have got him by because he does not get tired. But he still does have his job as basically as the fucking forklift of a dock. So, yeah. It's pretty good money, but when it comes down to it, it's really weird because Izuku, like, is starting to get the feeling of, oh god, I might actually be immortal. I actually might not die of old age. Like, and Izuku is, like, slowly but surely starting to realize, I don't think I can. I don't think I could die of old age. If I fucking wanted to. But, like, honest to God, retrospect, no bullshit. Just, like, Izuku is honestly immortal because he's actually stone and he doesn't have a physical body. He is the manifestation of concrete as a living being, essentially, because of the weird things that happened to him when he was younger, i.e., the cause and effect of one person having raw sex with another. But, yeah, no, in all reality, Izuku specifically is pretty much immortal as long as he has, like, concrete within a 14-mile radius, which is pretty fucking far. So, yeah, no. He's, most of the time, he's fine. It doesn't really matter. But, let's go into the bump-in scene with Eri. Now, here's one thing that I'm going to say. Shisaki is a bit farther back, so he did not see what's about to happen. So, when Eri does bump in, not to Izuku, but this time into Mirio, she's, like, clearly a lot more frazzled. And Izuku's like, "What's wrong, little one?" And she looks up at him and says, "Hide me." And runs behind his big ass leg. Now, I don't know about you, but like I said, when Izuku's like in hero costume, he's just bigger. He's a lot more bulky. He has more concrete on him. So like when Eri runs around Izuku's leg, you weren't seeing from the other side. So like when Shisaki actually makes himself known, and like Mirio and Izuku are like about to turn around, and he's like, "Hello, excuse me." like Shisaki walks out. It's like, "Have you seen a little girl walking around?" Basically describes Eri. Izuku says no and puts his hand on his left hip and low-key kind of scratches and makes a bit of a loud noise, which covers the small noise that would have been made if Izuku did not make small little, almost like staircase-esque implants in Izuku's leg that lead all the way up to the center of his back. And what ends up happening, there is an arrow on Izuku's fucking leg that points upwards, and it's right next to Eri's head. And it's not jutting out, it's just an indentation. So Eri isn't stupid, she understands. So she goes all the way up to Izuku's back, and during this time frame, Izuku seemingly stretches while he's talking to Shisaki, being "You're talking about a little kid about size of my knee?" It's "No, shorter, about your calf." It was didn't we see her? Did she have bandages running around her arms? She's "Yes. Where is she?" And it's yeah, no, Mirio was Izuku points past Mirio. It was she went running down the street in that direction. I think she hooked a right. Mirio, did she hook a right? Right. Mirio's "Yeah, sure, I think so." Mirio... uncertain. That is the face that Mirio is giving off, Uh, yeah, I think so. And so, uncertainty could be the result of lying and other things. And what Izuku's doing during the talk with Shisaki makes a small pillbox. Well, not a pillbox, but like more of a little, like, you know what like a capsule would look like, right? Basically makes that around Eri. With like breathing holes. And Izuku kind of makes it go inside of himself. Off like into his chest. And like during the conversation, like very slowly, but surely, in the vents-esque area, in that area, very small holes, just very small. A hole, like one small hole where like the crack is that leads down. There would be little peephole, beam of light with some air holes in the back. So when she's looking around, she like looks out through the hole and she's Sasaki looking up at Izuku, looking him in the eyes. It's like, he's okay. I'll try and find her. And he's like, do you need any help, sir? We are heroes in training, after all, and we could help you cover ground. And he's like, no, I'm fine. Are you certain, sir? And he's like, no, okay. Come, Mirio. Oh, we must get going. And like, Mirio didn't see what happened to the girl. So, like, when that happens, and like, Shisaki gets walking in that direction, Izuku and Mirio, like, turn the corner, and Izuku just, like, makes the center of his chest kind of, like, open up like a door, and Eri almost falls out, and Izuku catches, and he's like, is that the man you wanted to stay away from? Eri nods. He's like, don't worry, little one. I will make sure you get help. I'm gonna have to put you back in there, okay? Okay, so I can move faster. She nods. She climbs back in. Izuku shuts the doors. There's a lot more holes now, so she can see. But Izuku then, like during the walk, like just kind of grabs Mirio by the waist, and then just like goes into an alley and just makes a concrete pillar and sends his ass flying, lying with Mirio and Eri in his chest, just like like he's just going. Now, no one really heard it because Izuku has gotten much more manipulation and control of the concrete to where it does no longer make noise. Always when it shifts. But, things that are his body, he still needs to work on. He could do it now damn near freely, but it still makes noise. Izuku doesn't want that to happen because he's already unnaturally quiet. Because Izuku got, like, almost got that Jason Voorhees ability. Just like the, if you go around a corner, you're just gonna see me walking. Machete out. No sound of footsteps. Just that kind of, oh shit. This is bad. This is some serial killer vibes. Which, when Izuku does get back to the agency, Night Eye is there. Izuku like pulls out Eri from his chest and he's like talking to him, and like the entire time, like Night Eye's like, why'd you do that? He's like, you could have followed him, and he's like, And, like, Izuku just fucking stops. And he's like, Mary, I'm gonna need you to take him out, this little amazing child out of the room for a minute. I'll be right back, little one. And he just kind of gives, like, small little noogie. Well, not noogie, but, like, head pat with concrete finger. And as they leave the room, Izuku's face actually changes into a very serious look. And he's like, did you just tell me to leave a fucking child in the hands of a psychopath? Are you on crack? What drugs are you on to think that I am going to leave a child that has clearly gone through some, and he just kind of rubs both of his forearms, damage, in such a state. If I did not have half the mind, I would send you through the fucking wall. And when he says this, like, there is killing intent. Like, I never felt this kind of killing intent before, except for once when he seen the vision of All Might dying to All for One. And, like, this shit make him freeze up really fucking bad. Like, and I mean really bad, because I was like, think about all the shit that All for One has done. He has probably killed upwards in the thousands in 200 years. He has had people killed. He hasn't killed people himself, but he has had people killed. As well as had to get his hands dirty a couple times, but, But when it comes down to, like, Izuku leaving a kid with someone that could dust a child, no. He's not about it. So, like, when it's, like, 6, Shisaki's pissed. Because his ticket, his golden fucking ticket, got away. And he has to go back to the room because those were trainee heroes. And they were patrolling. And he doesn't believe they lied to him. So it's like, fuck. God damn. Ugh. Like, he's just pissed. So he ends up going back to his place. Now, yeah, meanwhile, back at, like, the, agency, like, Izuku's just kind of like, him and Midnight are having a very, very serious debate on what should have been done in that situation. And Izuku ends up winning the fucking argument with, I'm sorry, do you want to talk to the child? Because now we have a source of information of where he's sleeping. Do you know that? Most likely. Because he said that was his daughter. Now, I don't know about you, but, that, has connotations, and the way he said it was quite interesting as well. Granted, his voice is a bit, somewhat off-putting, but it had a connotation of he knew her very well. But the interesting thing is, he had tabs on that girl. And specifically, he was the one that had tabs, which means that he watched her for a very long time and knows her habits. He's not going to move base just because something went away. Meanwhile, the same night, the first quirky racing bullet was fired, with Kirishima, Fat Gum, and the usual. And, to be quite honest with you, that all kind of goes to canon. Kirishima gets unbreakable, beats the shit out of homie who is using trigger, quirk enhancer, big strong blade man. But yeah, no, he beats his ass. Everything goes to canon all the way up until the fight with we all know who. Who the fuck? Wow, I'm having a fucking time. Overhaul. Jesus, in the fucking precincts. There we go. Jesus fucking Christ. But, yeah, no, that's the end of the episode. I hope all of you enjoyed all that good shit. Later.